Hi everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and today on DarkAvengerINCPlus I'm going to be reviewing the Superior Spider-Man issue number 8, part 2, and the conclusion of Fired. Alright, it opens up with where we last left off, the Avengers, Cap, Wolverine, Black Widow, Thor, Spider-Woman fighting the Superior Spider-Man, and of course they're able to knock him out and run all their series of tests on him to make sure everything's fine, and they run all the tests and they tell him that, we're able to confirm that you are not a Skrull and that, he's not possessed by anything. He is physically Peter Parker. And of course we all know that it's really Otto Octavius' brain in Peter's body. And while Peter's looking over some of the results, he notices that during the brain scan there's like a minor anomaly, and so he asks, can I take these back to review at my lab? And they're like, sure. And on his way out he's stopped by Black Widow, who talks to him about how he's pretty much been acting different ever since Silver Sable died in Ends of the Earth. And she tells him, like, you now, with everything that happened with Massacre, you now have red in your ledger, so anytime you want to talk, just let me know. And while Otto's talking to Black Widow, the real Peter Parker, who's pretty much like a ghost or a minor consciousness in his own body, is able to briefly get control of his right hand and write a little note trying to say, I'm being controlled by Dr. Octopus, but he doesn't exactly write that. After he leaves, Black Widow notices the note, but it just looks like he drew a spider and the Spider-Man mask. And she's like, well, wow, this guy really doesn't know how to draw a spider. But really, he's trying to say, like, he's trying to draw an octopus and point to Spider-Man. So, so unfortunately, Peter's message doesn't get out. And Otto goes back to his lab at Horizon to review the brain scan, and he thinks he needs a better thing to read his brain, and he realizes now he needs to go get his helmet back from the guy who stole it last issue, Cardiac. Of course, we know Cardiac, he's running this sort of free clinic for people, and he's trying to use the helmet to help save the life of this girl who has brain damage. And of course, right when they're getting ready to perform the scan and the operation, Spider-Man comes in, trying to get the helmet back, so he and Cardiac fight until Spider-Man sees that it's being used to help this girl who apparently got her brain damage during a car crash while Dr. Octopus tried to destroy the entire ozone layer back in Ends of the Earth. So, this really strikes a chord for Otto because he helped cause this. So, he agrees that, I can help you with the helmet, make sure it works properly because I've been studying Doc Ock's technology. And so Spider-Man agrees to help Cardiac and with the operation and the surgery and everything, and while they're waiting to see how while they're waiting for the girl to recover, Spider-Man talks to Cardiac and he says, like, you're doing a good thing here, and if you need any help, I'll help you, but for now I need to borrow the helmet for just a minute. And Cardiac agrees. And oh yeah, and also the girl, it turns out she's made a full recovery. Otto's feeling pretty good about himself. He goes back to Horizon with the helmet, scans his brain, and Peter says to him, like, oh man, you feel good about yourself, Otto? Yeah, well, guess what? I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to get control of my body again. And right when he's finished talking, you hear Otto say, oh, I don't think so, Peter. And this shocks Peter, like, oh wait, you can understand me now? And he's like, yeah, I'm now fully aware that you're here. So now Otto orders the living brain to prepare his equipment to perform a Parkerectomy. Wait, was that how it... Yeah, anyways. And so that's pretty much where the issue ends. And it's all leading to Superior Spider-Man number 9, which will be the big mental battle between Otto Octavius and Peter Parker, and who's going to win stuff. Alright, Superior Spider-Man number 8 was a really good issue. I enjoyed it. I mean, I think Fired does a good job. Oh yeah, one more thing. The Avengers also say that Spider-Man is on probation, which I had a theory about. When I heard that there was going to be Fired, a lot of speculation, people were like, oh man, he's going to get kicked off the Avengers. I just thought, they're not going to kick Spider-Man off the Avengers. They're probably just going to put him on probation or something. Well, I was right, so yeah, that felt good. Also, the thing about the little girl and the brain damage, I mean, they didn't say, last issue they showed the girl, but they didn't say how it was caused. But I think saying that was caused by as a result of one of Doc Ock's schemes really strikes a chord with Otto, and that, now he kind of, to help him with the whole, he has to start to become a hero, to become a better person and a hero, and, I think that helps him in his goal. However, when we get to the end, you really don't want him to win, because you still want Peter Parker back in his body, and, ultimately, though, even though this does a great job showing Otto's sort of changed personality now, and also his relationship with other heroes in the Marvel Universe, this is still a great lead-in to what's going to happen in Superior Spider-Man number 9, which will be, according to Marvel, Dan Slott, big game changer. You don't want to miss it. I'm really looking forward to that issue, because I can't wait to see what they have planned with the big battle of the mind, so to speak. The way I see it, there's like 3 possible endings that I think this can go down. Either Peter wins, Otto wins, and the third ending I thought of just kind of is a more specific ending, is that it looks like Otto's about to win and he's going to get rid of Peter for good. However, Otto kind of comes to his senses, like, if he does this now, he'll still ultimately remain a villain, and that he has to die, and he has to kill a hero to take over his life. That's not really, being a hero and stuff, and so he kind of has this moment of humanity and realizes that Peter's the one true Spider-Man. This is his life, not mine. I have no right to take it from him, and he lets Peter take full control of his body again, and that's how I see it turning out. But hey, I could be wrong. All my theories could be wrong, and we could be going a different direction. But back to the main subject, Superior number 8, very nice, cleverly well written. Also, I think people who are fans of Cardiac, who I think he hasn't been featured in Spider-Man comic for a while, I think you might enjoy this too, since Cardiac's back. Yeah, but overall, Superior Spider-Man, very nice, well written issue. I love the dialogue. The dialogue between the characters is great. I mean, this is pretty much my favorite Marvel title out there, and I highly recommend people give this a shot. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Plus if you enjoyed this video. Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.